Next on ABC 7 at noon.
The trial continues for the man who prosecutors say caused a fiery crash that killed a state trooper. New details from the courtroom.
Another group of soldiers returns from West Africa. Their mission in the anti-Ebola effort is now over.
No school at El Paso High today. Why district officials told students to stay home.
And also coming up, meteorologist Crystal Cly has your storm track weather forecast.
Another nice afternoon, but temperatures are a little cooler than they have been. We'll talk about why and when they warm up coming up.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC 7 at noon.
Good afternoon and thanks for being with us on ABC 7 at noon. I'm Denise Olivas.
And I'm Luke Liddon. We have some breaking news this hour. The former parks manager for El Paso County has been charged in connection with alleged thefts at Escarate Park.
El Paso Sheriff's deputies arrested Ray Chavez at his home this morning. He's charged with theft by a public servant, over $20,000 and under $100,000. According to the complaint affidavit obtained by the ABC 7i team, the sheriff's office conducted an undercover investigation after Commissioner Carlos Leon alerted the sheriff's office to possible thefts at the county park.
Investigators learned Chavez collected cash from a softball league for park rental fees. The court documents state that instead of entering those transactions in the county's software system for accepting fees, Chavez gave handwritten receipts. With the help of the county's auditor's officer, sheriff detectives were able to determine that Chavez never made deposits on the receipts he wrote and signed. It totaled more than $23,000.
Ray Chavez was placed on paid administrative leave in December and was fired by the county on January 15th.
We are also working to get more information on why El Paso County tax assessor Victor Flores resigned. County officials just confirming to us he stepped down today. We do have a crew at the county courthouse right now working to get those details. Stay with us on ABC 7 on air and online at KVIA.com.
And now to a live shot of the city from our exclusive ABC 7 mountain cam. You know, we almost sound like a broken record, Luke.
I know, but
it's such a beautiful day.
It's another perfect day. And let's get to the latest from the Storm Check Weather Lab now. Meteorologist Crystal Cly has your first forecast. Crystal, it's perfect out.
Yeah, Luke, Denise, I just figured why not just keep that perfect weather rolling right on into the weekend. We're looking at temperatures outside very nice, although cooler than they were yesterday at this time. You might remember yesterday we started to move into the 60s during ABC 7 at noon. Not going to happen today. We're at 54 in El Paso, a bit cooler thanks to a cold front that actually moved through our area overnight. It's also giving us breezy conditions in some spots, mostly along western mountain slopes. Notice at the El Paso International Airport, winds are just at 3 miles per hour. In Las Cruces, those winds also at 3 miles per hour. Feels like 56 degrees outside now in Las Cruces. Expectation is we will move into the 60s today, just not quite as warm as yesterday in those 70s. But no worries, if you missed the 70s, we'll be back tomorrow, and the warming continues through your weekend. We've got the details on your Saturday, Sunday up a few minutes from now.
All right, thank you for that, Crystal. New at noon, more soldiers return today from West Africa. This is the fourth group of servicemen and women to arrive at Fort Bliss. They assisted in the anti-Ebola efforts in that country. Well, these photos were sent to us by Fort Bliss officials, and the soldiers are from various military installations, including Fort Campbell and Fort Hood. But they do tell us that none of the soldiers who arrived today are from Fort Bliss. And now they begin a mandatory 21-day controlled monitoring period before they are reunited with their families.
Also new at noon, classes are canceled at a local high school. Students from El Paso High got to stay home today after a water main break near the school. Crews are out right now on Schuster Street fixing the problem. El Paso district officials made the announcement this morning via Twitter, telling students not to show up to class today. It's still unclear if classes will have to be canceled tomorrow as well. As soon as we find out any more information, we'll pass it along. And the trial for the man accused of killing a state trooper resumes today. Edgardo Flores is accused of running a red light, running into Trooper Javier Aranas' car and killing him back in 2012. During testimony yesterday, witnesses say it was Arana who ran the red light, who was responding to an emergency call at the time. One witness says he was 99% sure it was Arana, and the other one said she was 100% sure. Today, a witness testified who was in the same car as Flores during the crash. He classified the intersection between Bob Hope Drive and Joe Battle as a, quote, no cop, no stop zone. He then said, I could see why I would not panic if he had run a red light because everybody does in that area, end quote. A DPS trooper also testified and said Arana was more than likely driving around 70 miles 75 miles per hour in a 55-mile-per-hour zone. Reports also show that the trooper hit Flores' truck in the intersection. The trial is still ongoing, and we'll have more updates in our later newscasts.
Well, it turns out that a SWAT situation that happened in Montana Vista Monday night may have been the result of a love triangle. Sheriff's deputies accuse Alberto Montelongo of holding his estranged wife, Angelica Parra, and another man hostage. That man, Jesus Rodriguez, was shot in the head. Relatives of Rodriguez say he was dating Parra.
Did he know about her previous situation and stuff, or?
No, apparently not. I mean, what I get, I think that they had just met.
Rodriguez was able to call 911, and that led to a SWAT standoff that lasted several hours. A motorcyclist is recovering in the hospital today after a crash last night. It happened in East El Paso around 9 at the intersection of Montwood and McRae. That's right in front of Eastwood High School. We're told the motorcyclist collided with a truck. He was taken to Del Sol Medical Center with serious injuries.
Investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board are trying to determine the conditions that led to the deaths of 6 people north of New York City on Tuesday night.
ABC's Lana Zach has been following this story from the beginning and has the details developing now.
Today, the Metro North train line is back in service after that fiery crash that killed 6 people. Investigators are trying to understand what caused the third rail to buckle and impale the train and why that SUV was on the tracks to begin with.
We have somebody that's looking at the rail traffic signals, the highway traffic signals, as well as the crossing gates.
Today, we are learning more about the driver of that SUV, 49-year-old Ellen Brody. A mother of 3, she worked at a jewelry store in a nearby town. An eyewitness in the car behind Brody said moments before impact, she appeared undisturbed. When the gate came down on her car, she got out and took a look at it.
She actually looked very calm, and she was taking what I thought was an awful long time because I'm thinking the clock is ticking here.
He says he indicated he was backing up.
But she looked at me, I know she did. She just got in, and all I can imagine is she was trying to make it to the other side.
She never made it across. The oncoming train was traveling at 58 miles per hour. The engineer tried everything to stop the train, but it was too late.
Metro North, right at the Valhalla station, past Lakeview, just exploded.
Train exploded?
Yes, the front car just exploded. People are jumping out of the train.
And that engineer who tried so desperately to stop the train is now out of the hospital himself. He's being credited with helping to evacuate injured passengers even as he was injured himself. In New York, Lana Zach, ABC News.
A small plane crashed into a Lubbock TV station tower last night, killing the pilot. The wreck knocked out power in the city of Lubbock into its police station. The tower belongs to the KCBD TV. The station studios had to be evacuated because officials determined it was unsafe to stay inside. No word yet what caused the crash.
We've had to evacuate the KCBD studios. The remaining portion of the tower only has one of the remaining guy wires on it, and the structural engineer was out here, looked at it, and determined that it was unsafe to stay in the building.
The plane was on its way to Lubbock's airport when the crash happened. And take a look at this, an incredible rescue. A child pulled from the wreckage of the Taiwan plane crash, seemingly unharmed. Watch as rescuers cradle the young child. Not everyone was as lucky. At least 31 people died Wednesday when a passenger plane clipped a bridge and plunged into this river. It happened shortly after takeoff in Taipei, Taiwan. We have a full report coming up in just the next few minutes.
Another member of the Texas Seven has been executed. 52-year-old Donald Newberry was put to death last night. He is the 3rd member of the group to be executed. He was convicted for killing an Irving police officer during a robbery in 2000. The group had just escaped from prison when they gunned down the officer. The leader of the group was El Pasoan George Rivas. He was executed in 2012. A member, George Rodriguez, was executed in 2008. Larry Harper killed himself before he could be captured, and 3 other members remain on death row. Well, the personal information of tens of millions of people might have been compromised.
Customers of Blue Cross Shield are the ones at risk as hackers attacked parent company Anthem's computer network. ABC's Karen Travers is in Washington with the story.
It's one of the nation's biggest health insurers, and today Anthem is scrambling to contain a massive security breach. The personal information of tens of millions of customers and employees, even Anthem's CEO, compromised.
These high-profile breaches are the most severe of what has become common occurrence in our digital society.
Anthem said it was a very sophisticated external cyber attack, the hackers gaining access to the company's IT system. The insurance giant confirmed that hackers stole birthdays, social security numbers, home addresses, and employment information, all things that can be used for identity theft. The company said there's no evidence that any credit card or medical information, such as insurance claims or test results, was compromised. Law enforcement sources tell ABC News that hackers often sell stolen information to criminals on the black market, where there's a huge underground demand. Experts say customers should be on high alert for any signs of fraudulent activity and work with credit monitoring companies to make sure their information isn't compromised. Anthem said affected customers will be contacted about free credit monitoring and ID protection services. Next week, the White House will hold a cybersecurity summit, bringing together key leaders in government and the private sector.
We've got to stay ahead of those who are trying to do us harm.
Anthem says it's working with federal investigators to figure out who was responsible for this attack. Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
Let's go ahead and take a look at your text.traffic cams, a live look at your lunchtime commute. And nothing too bad to report at this point in time. Everything seems to be flowing smoothly. So if you're head out the door fairly shortly, looks like you are in luck. So far, so good.
All right, and we do have more news. Investigators learning more about what may have gone wrong moments before a plane went down in Taiwan. Meanwhile, passengers are still missing and recovery efforts continue. The full report just minutes away. And emotional testimony from the relatives of the man prosecutors say was killed by former NFL pro Aaron Hernandez. And meteorologist Crystal Fly is live in the Storm Track Weather Lab. Crystal.
If it feels a little cooler out there today than it has been, that's because it is. We'll talk about why and the warm-up ahead of us. It's right after your break.
You're watching ABC 7, where news comes first.
Regis Bernard is having the biggest President's Day sale ever. Save big with discounts equal to double the sales tax and 24 months interest-free financing. Hurry in to find huge store-wide savings. Regis Bernard, great looks, best price, guaranteed.
The casino at Sunland Park has the cure for spring fever. A chance to win $10,000 cash on Spring for Green Saturdays, February 14th and 28th. Win $1,000 in Fiesta bonus play or $10,000 cash. Earn entries February 1st through 28th with 2 times entries on Tuesdays and 5 times entries on Fridays. The casino at Sunland Park, your place to be. I-10 to Sunland Park exit. Play responsibly. Helpline 1-800-572-1142.
It's time to change health insurance for the better. We're New Mexico Health Connections, and we think health coverage should be about people, not profits. We're member-driven and physician-led, and the money we make goes to lowering premiums and improving benefits for our members. How's that for change? We have plans with $0 prescriptions, $0 copay for 3 primary care visits, and $0 copay for 3 behavioral health visits. You know what? Change is good. Really good. New Mexico Health Connections. Simple, honest, affordable health insurance.
It's Mattress Firm's President's Day Coupon Sale Preview. Get a sneak peek and get coupon savings of up to $500 on all the best brands, like Sealy Posturepedic mattress sets. Save $100 off our everyday low price, plus take an additional $200 off. Final price just $398.99. And sleep interest-free until 2018. Plus, save even more when you hashtag Sleep Happy. Only Mattress Firm guarantees our low price or your mattress is free. So don't miss Mattress Firm's President's Day Coupon Sale Preview.
For service work on your car or truck, come to Rudolph Chevrolet. We have very competitive prices and we carry most major brands of tires. Let us be your mechanic at Rudolph Chevrolet.
Regis Bernard is having the biggest President's Day sale ever. Save big with discounts equal to double the sales tax and 24 months interest-free financing. Hurry in to find huge store-wide savings. Regis Bernard, great looks, best price, guaranteed.
The maquila and warehousing industries have been very good to Santa Teresa.
We've gone from 800,000 square foot of empty space out here to our last 8,000 square feet available.
There's plenty of room to grow, but there's a problem.
We need to get some more developers to come in and build buildings that we can put companies in.
ABC 7's Andrew J. Polk looks into Santa Teresa's growing pains. Tonight on ABC 7 at 10, after an all-new How to Get Away with Murder. Get ABC 7 news and weather updates on the go. Download the free KVIA.com app today.
And welcome back now to that tragic plane crash. At least 31 people killed when a Trans-Asia plane went down just after takeoff in Taiwan.
We're learning more about what went wrong on that doomed flight, and ABC's David Curley has the latest details.
Even more evidence of what happened at the terrifying end of this flight. These 3 dash cam shots of the dramatic crash, the black box information, which should be released soon, and now first-hand accounts. I felt something was not right after the plane took off, this 72-year-old surviving passenger says. He told a woman next to him to hold on just as the plane went down. I saw others were drowning. If I did not move quickly enough to help them, soon they would have been dead. This 2-year-old child survived, and the parents as well, with the mother calling out as the child is cradled by rescuers, "Don't be afraid, we're safe now." Overnight, the fuselage was pulled from the river, but victims are still missing. ABC's Hamish McDonald is on the scene.
You can see part of the plane being dragged up now by the soldiers. The dive team is down by the water's edge, and every now and again they bring up another chunk of the plane, and they're going to be here long into the night.
It was just after takeoff that the pilot of the nearly brand new turboprop plane radioed engine trouble. The video, frame by frame, provides clues. Steve Ganyard is a former crash investigator.
They're looking to try and clear the obstacles, not run into these apartment buildings. The airplane is basically out of control. The crew can no longer hold the wings level. The right engine appears to still be spinning, but the left appears to be feathered, and the wing has hit the taxi, and now it's hit the bridge, and it begins to shear off.
This morning we have learned the pilot and co-pilot, along with a third pilot who was in the cockpit, are all among the dead.
The mayor of Taipei is calling the pilot a hero for missing those buildings. The data from the black boxes could confirm that, and the Taiwanese are saying we should get that information soon. David Curley, ABC News, Miami International Airport.
And take a look at this cool picture. It was snapped along the Chicago River just a couple of weeks ago. It's a very pretty night shot of broken ice scattered along the waterway with the city's skyline lit up along the river. The temperature in Chicago today, 11 degrees. Whew, that is cold. Too cold.
Yes, and we're nice and comfortable with our nice weather. You know, it's a pretty picture, but I don't think I'd like to be in 11-degree weather right now.
No, I can't. I can't do it. 11 degrees is
Can't
not my
imagine.
style. Especially when we've been spoiled the last few days with such nice temperatures. Now, we did have our own cold front move through this morning. It barely affected us, just as expected. So let's start off with the winds outside. This is part of the cold front. It looks a little calm out there on our map, but don't be fooled. It's been like this all day long. Just because the numbers look low doesn't mean that everywhere is not seeing breezy conditions. Winds are at 16 miles per hour at Guadalupe Pass and 9 in Ruidoso. Reporting at 3 miles per hour, both El Paso and Las Cruces. But if you are along western mountain slopes, so say right up against Oregon Mountains or the Franklin Mountains, you are experiencing breezy conditions. We can attest to that here at the studio. We're right next to the Franklin Mountains on West El Paso side, and you can feel those winds breezy outside. Not a major wind event today. We're looking at gusts just into those 20s, and they're going to drop off as we move late afternoon into your evening. As for your temperatures, we did mention this, slightly cooler today because of the cold front. 61 Deming, Silver City, 50s for GRC, 56 Las Cruces, and 54 in El Paso. Interestingly enough, El Paso a little cooler right now than Ruidoso, thanks to the cold air that's spilled in. Check out Guadalupe Pass. That really shows us where the cool air is centered. 44 at the pass outside right now, only looking to hit the low 50s this afternoon there. Now, the good news is that while that cold front snuck in under the ridge is still strong and in place over our area. Notice it's this dry air bubble, as we always talk about, keeping the storm track to the north of us. Warm air will continue to build over us, and it's not just today. We're talking still above average temps. It'll be that way right on through your weekend and even your next work week, thanks to this ridge and high pressure center sitting over the area. On your clouds and radar map, no clouds really out there. We just saw a second ago on a wider scale, but close look here. There's some clouds just clipping the Ruidoso area. Otherwise, storm activity is just going to stay out of our viewing zone as we forecast. Your El Paso weekend, with that warmth, we will continue to crank it up. 74 your high by Saturday, and then 73 on your Sunday. Both days sunny conditions, winds light, and overnight temperatures not bad at all. 42 moving 43 this weekend. In Las Cruces, very similar forecast. 72 Saturday and Sunday, sunny outside. This is really one of those weekends where it's a little early for us to be seeing these kind of temperatures. So if you can, get outside, go take a hike. Maybe you've been planning a birthday party for the kids. You can do it outdoors. 40s will be the overnight temperatures. You can stay informed on this forecast and this unseasonably warm temperatures by going to our website, KVIA.com. You can also head to our Facebook or Twitter accounts. To find us on Twitter, just search at ABC7 Storm Track. Here's our forecast for today. 64 the high we're calling for. This is cooler than yesterday. Yesterday we hit 72 degrees in the afternoon. Breezy, but those winds dying down tonight. Clear and 38 for your forecast low temperature. In Las Cruces now, 65 is our temperature, 36 this evening. Notice your sunset time right around 5:43 with winds just 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here is the rest of our forecasting zone. 66 TRC, Deming, 65 Silver City. Those temperatures not quite affected by the cold front like areas farther to the east. Check it out. 50 Cloudcroft, Guadalupe Pass, 55 Van Horn, Sierra Blanca. And then tonight we drop things off. We are below freezing in a few spots around West Texas. Clear skies out there. 33 Cloudcroft and 34 Deming. With winds light, your wind chill will be right around freezing in a few spots. And here is your 7-day forecast. We warm up. 71 on your Friday, sunny. We stay sunny Saturday, Sunday, as we mentioned, but how about we stay sunny Monday too? Temperatures, they'll be in the 70s for a 5-day stretch. The thing that'll break it apart, the next storm system that moves in. 20% chance of rain, breezy, and 67 your temperature by Wednesday.
All right, thank you for that, Crystal. And we do want to take a few seconds just to welcome Luke to the noon show.
Thank you.
Luke Liddon will be joining us Wednesday through Friday on ABC7 at noon. But you can still catch him on weekends, right?
That's right. I'm still anchoring Saturday and Sunday on the weekends, but I'm excited to join your guys' team Wednesday through Friday.
And then if you haven't caught him just yet on Good Morning El Paso, he's also on GMEP early morning. So you're adjusting to that schedule, right?
I'm working on it. It's an early rise, an early schedule, but I'm getting used to it, so I'm excited. I'm excited for the change.
We're glad to have you here.
Yes.
Well, he is quite the tech-savvy Pope. Pope Francis took time out of his day to host another Google Hangout. We'll tell you who he chatted with.
ABC7 Storm Track WeatherNet is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Save money, sleep happy.
What does affordable health insurance really mean? Take a look. John from Taos has a household income of $19,500, and because he qualifies for a discount, John pays only 72 cents a day for a plan that covers him for doctor's visits, hospitalization, emergency room visits, and more. Go to BeWellNM.com to get an idea of what you could pay for really affordable health insurance. Time is running out, so avoid penalties and enroll today. Be healthier, be happier, be insured through BeWellNM.
Record success. Fighting the largest insurance companies in the nation. Sharply focused. Aggressive. Results-oriented. Wainwright. Injury Lawyers. Named by Newsweek.com National Legal Superstar. Respect. Justice. Demand it. Wainwright Injury Lawyers. Available 24/7.
If you want a new career, let Vista College prepare you with the skills employers are looking for when they hire.
Well, the thing that sets Vista College graduates apart is the fact that they have great training as well as hands-on training. They're able to work in the lab to where when they come out in the field, it's not a big surprise and they're ready to go to work.
Vista College is nationally accredited and puts you on the fast track to a financially rewarding career.
When I am looking at a resume and trying to determine what type of person I'm going to hire, the first thing I look at is their prior education. If I see somebody has attended Vista College, I know that they're going to be an individual that has gone above and beyond their normal local person that I can hire, and absolutely I would hire that person over another person.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify. New classes start every 5 weeks. Train for a career that can give you a better life. Call us for more information. Vista College, because here you matter.
At Mattress Firm, you'll always get the lowest price, or it's free, guaranteed. Plus, guaranteed on-time delivery. Mattress Firm. Save money. Sleep happy.
A bizarre story. Venezuela is now dealing with a condom shortage. Condoms are hard to find nationwide, and a pack of 3 dozen can sell for more than $700. Birth control pills are also in short supply. Venezuela has struggled for some time with shortages of many basic products, such as chicken and sugar. Shortages have led to extremely long lines, protests, and looting at grocery stores.
California says the number of confirmed measles cases in the state is growing. The number now stands at 99. Many of those cases are connected to December's outbreak at Disneyland. Meantime, 2 California state senators are proposing legislation that would eliminate personal belief exemptions for parents who don't want their children vaccinated. They said the bill would focus on vaccinations required to attend school. And now to the murder trial of former NFL star Aaron Hernandez. Today, a police captain is on the stand testifying about the evidence found at the crime scene.
Hernandez has pleaded not guilty in Odin Lloyd's death. The victim's girlfriend and mother delivered emotional testimony yesterday. ABC's Ryan Smith has the latest.
As his former teammates were celebrating their Super Bowl win with a victory parade, former Patriots star Aaron Hernandez back in court on murder charges, looking pensive during a day of emotionally charged testimony. Ursula Ward, the mother of Odin Lloyd, the man Aaron Hernandez is accused of murdering, taking the stand for the prosecution. The judge telling her she must control her emotions as she was asked to identify a photo with her son's body.
And not to cry while you're looking at any photo that may be shown to you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. Shania Jenkins, Lloyd's girlfriend, also taking the stand. Shania's sister, Shayana, was Hernandez's fiancée and the mother of his child. Shania testified shortly after Odin's mother. She was visiting her sister and saw Hernandez place his hand on her shoulder to console her, saying,
I believe he said, I've been through this death thing before. It will get better with time.
After Hernandez left the family home, Shania testified her sister seemed secretive, continuing to receive text messages and short phone calls. The case has divided the two sisters who remained on opposite sides of the courthouse, Shania with Lloyd's mom and Shayana with Hernandez's. Hernandez, who has pleaded not guilty, had a $40 million contract with the Patriots when he was arrested in 2013. On Tuesday, the judge dismissing a juror from the high-profile case.
There is credible evidence that the juror has attended more Patriots games than were disclosed on the questionnaire.
Ryan Smith, ABC News, New York.
Pope Francis hosted his second Google Plus Hangout today. The pontiff talked with special needs and disabled students from Brazil, India, Spain, and the United States. The focus was on how these students use technology to empower their education. Google Hangout is an instant messaging and video chat platform developed by Google. Pope Francis hosted his first Hangout last September.
Our newsroom is working several developing stories right now. A county employee is arrested. Meanwhile, another county official steps down.
Also, the trial of the man accused of causing a wreck and killing a state trooper could be coming to a close this week. The details from the courtroom next.
And no school today for students at El Paso High School after a water main break. We'll have all the details.
Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson, Van Buren, Harrison, Tyler, Polk, Taylor, Fillmore, Pierce, Buchanan, Lincoln.
Now that's smart, but you know what's even smarter? Getting a free $500 Apple gift card with select room groups in 4 years, no interest. Saving 20% on all rugs, lighting, and decor is smart too, and up to 40% on outdoor furniture? Smarter still.
McKinley, Roosevelt, Taft.
So go ahead, be brilliant, and head over to the President's Day sale on now at Furniture Row.
Looking for designer glasses? Get Coach, Fendi, Armani, and many more for the best prices at iMart Express. Or choose 2 complete pairs, frames and lenses for $39. 2 pairs with no-line bifocals for $99. All with a free 1-year warranty. And you can wear your glasses today. We'll text you when they're ready. You get a lot more for less. At iMart Express, most insurance accepted.
Now open in Las Cruces, also 2 El Paso locations.
Get ready, El Paso. Tough Heat Minute and Championship Bull Riding are stampeding into town. Celebrating 10 years of the world's best bull riding. $30,000 in prize money brings out the best from the U.S., Mexico, and Brazil. It's the 10th annual Casa Ford Tough Heat Minute Championship Bull Riding, presented by the casino at Sunland Park Racetrack. Saturday, February 7th at the El Paso County Coliseum. Get your tickets online at Ticketmaster.com or by phone at 800-745-3000. It's the latest stop on the CBR Mahindra Road to Cheyenne. Sponsored by the Texas Lottery, Justin Tony Lama, Luke Casey, Bud Light, Metro PCS, and Cavenders.
Register free for the 2015 El Paso Baby Pageant. Great family fun for boys and girls 1 month to 6 years. Call 915-849-1444 or go to elpasobabypageant.com.
Who are all of you?
Tonight, a troublemaking sister, a wife in real trouble.
He's not coming back. He killed a girl. He doesn't want to go to jail.
In the throwdown event of the season.
He is not the man we thought he was.
Only 3 new episodes until the season finale.
She's snooping around everywhere.
Watch every last second live.
Thank God I don't have a gun, else I'd shoot him myself.
How to Get Away with Murder. All new tonight on ABC.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC 7 at noon.
And welcome back to ABC 7 at noon. I'm Denise Olivas.
And I'm Luke Liddon. We have some breaking news this hour. The former parks manager for El Paso County has been charged in connection with alleged thefts at Escarate Park.
The El Paso Sheriff's deputies arrested Ray Chavez at his home this morning. He's now charged with theft by a public servant over $20,000 and under $100,000. According to the complaint affidavit obtained by the ABC 7i team, the sheriff's office conducted an undercover investigation after Commissioner Carlos Leon alerted the sheriff's office to possible thefts at the county park.
Investigators learned Chavez collected cash from a softball league for park rental fees. The court documents state that instead of entering those transactions in the county's software system for accepting fees, Chavez gave handwritten receipts. With the help of the county's auditor's officer, sheriff's detectives were able to determine that Chavez never made deposits on the receipts he wrote and signed. It totaled more than $23,000.
Ray Chavez was placed on paid administrative leave in December and was fired by the county on January 15th. And we are also working to get more information on why the El Paso County tax assessor, Victor Flores, resigned. County officials confirming with us before this newscast that he stepped down today. We do have a crew at the county courthouse working to get those details, so stay with ABC 7 on air and online at KVIA.com.
And some more breaking news at this hour. Shots fired at the University of South Carolina. The school issued 2 alerts through its emergency system and Twitter, urging students and staff to remain indoors. No word yet on possible injuries or suspects. And we are taking a live look from the camera on top of the ABC 7 studio in West El Paso. Another gorgeous afternoon.
And of course, we can't say that enough. So for a look at your Storm Track weather forecast, we go to Storm Track meteorologist Crystal Pike. Good afternoon, Crystal.
Hi, good afternoon, guys. We are almost to our weekend. The forecast still looking very nice out there. Temperatures are a little cooler than yesterday. Here's our WeatherNet sites. These are sponsored by Mattress Firm. If you remember yesterday, most of us were sitting in the 60s. We've got some 50s still on the board right now. 56 at the KVIA studios, 58 rather in Canateo, and 57 at the War Eagles Museum. Do note, though, our winds are already starting to die down just as we expected. Those winds now about 5 to 15 miles per hour reporting. And as we move through the rest of today into tonight, lighter winds are expected. That cold front has already weakened and broken apart, but temperatures will certainly be a tad bit cooler as a result through this afternoon. On your clouds and radar map, the wider scale view here, we see that the storm track is keeping everything out of our area. Instead of rain or snow, we are going to be tracking the sunshine. We'll talk more about that with your latest future track model a few minutes from now.
All right, Crystal, thanks. We'll see you in just a bit. New at noon, more soldiers return from West Africa today. This is the 4th group of servicemen and women to arrive at Fort Bliss. They assisted in anti-Ebola efforts in the country. These photos were sent to us by Fort Bliss officials. The soldiers are from various military installations, including Fort Campbell and Fort Hood. None of the soldiers who arrived today, though, are from Fort Bliss. Now they begin a mandatory 21-day controlled monitoring period before they are reunited with their families.
The classes are canceled at a local high school. Students from El Paso High got to stay home today after a water main break near the school. Crews out there right now on Schuster Street, right in front of the school, you can see there, fixing the problem. El Paso district officials made the announcement this morning via Twitter, telling students not to show up to class today. It's unclear if classes will have to be canceled for a second day, but as soon as we find out any new information from the district, we'll pass it along. And the trial for the man accused of killing a state trooper resumes today. Edgardo Flores is accused of running a red light and running into Trooper Javier Arana's car and killing him. This happened back in March of 2012. During testimony yesterday, witnesses say that it was Arana who ran the red light, who was responding to an emergency call at the time. One witness said that he was 99% sure it was Arana. The other said that she was 100% sure. Today, a witness testified who was in the same car as Flores, the defendant, during the crash. He classified that intersection between Bob Hope Drive and Joe Battle as a, quote, no cop, no stop zone. He went on to say, quote, "I could see why I wouldn't panic if he had run a red light because everybody does it in that area," end quote. A DPS trooper also testified and said Arana was more than likely driving around 75 miles per hour in a 55-mile-per-hour zone. It was also shown that the trooper that had hit Flores' truck in the intersection. Again, that trial is still underway right now. We'll have more updates in our later newscast.
El Paso High School district officials have not made any final consolidation or closure plans. Parents and students at Beale Elementary School are taking actions to save it. Dozens showed up for an after-school protest yesterday. They chanted, "Don't close the school" in Spanish. An EPISD report says the 54-year-old project is projected to be at 65% capacity in 5 years. Although the district held a meeting in November, parents committee say both the school and district have not provided them information to explain why it's on the list of schools that should be closed.
It should be saved. I mean, there's a lot of people around here that live close to the school and don't have cars to come walk down here. And then supposedly they're saying that there's not enough students here. I think it's good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with not having too many students.
The Parents Committee tell us they'll request a meeting with school administrators this week. A district spokeswoman tells ABC7 the school board is committed to vetting other options before voting on any closures.
Now, are you looking to enroll your 4-year-old child in preschool? Local education officials say you should consider a full 7-hour day preschool rather than half-day sessions. A new study by the Journal of Medical Association shows children who attended a 7-hour day at age 4 score higher on language, math, and socio-emotional development. But not everyone believes it's worth it. A 2010 federal study showed that while Head Start children showed benefits over others, by the end of the first grade, there were few significant differences. But at Region 19, they point to that latest research.
The experiences that a child has in those preschool years are so very, very important, and they're going to influence that child for the rest of his or her life, not only emotionally and also educationally. The vocabulary, the thinking processes that we can guide that child through in the early years.
And to qualify for preschool, children must be from military or economically disadvantaged families or have limited English proficiency.
We're going to take a live look at your lunchtime commute. Our TxDOT traffic cameras show the roads are pretty clear at this point in time. There are no issues to report, so if you were headed out shortly, it looks like you were in good hands as the roads seem to be clear at this point in time. We'll be right back with more news after the break.
You're watching ABC7, where news comes first.
You can watch the news at 9 p.m. or you can get involved with your newscast.
We're actually taking an in-depth look at a story that never fails to get you talking.
ABC7 at 9 on the El Paso Las Cruces CW with Bob Harp and Nicole Gomez. Join the discussion on Facebook and Twitter. See your opinions. You provide the perspective you won't see anywhere else. ABC7 at 9, weeknights on the El Paso Las Cruces CW.
Spring is just around the corner, and with warmer weather, many bugs and insects will be coming out of hibernation. It's time to call Delta Pest Control and Lawn Service to make sure your family and home are protected. We've been providing safe and effective pest solutions for over 25 years. Delta Pest Control and Lawn Service.
It's the biggest Tempur-Pedic event in Mattress Firm's history. It's our Tempur-Pedic Overstock event. We just took delivery of $5 million of Tempur-Pedic inventory and need to clear it out. Tempur-Pedic Queen mattress sets are as low as $57 per month with 0% APR for 4 years. And with approved easy credit financing, get a free frame, free 2-pack of pillows, or free delivery. So don't miss the Tempur-Pedic Overstock event at America's #1 Tempur-Pedic retailer, Mattress Firm.
Your story doesn't add up. Where were you Friday night?
I told you.
Tell me again about this deal.
I switched to Time Warner Cable and got more HD and movies from Epix, ultra-fast internet, and unlimited nationwide calling.
Go on.
With TV equipment included, all for $89.99 a month. And for $9.99 a month, I added stars with a $50 rebate.
He's telling the truth. That's a great deal.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the show.
Oh, I do too.
Call now and get free installation. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
For over 25 years, Delta Pest Control and Lawn Service has specialized in commercial and residential grounds maintenance. Do you own a commercial property? We'll help you keep your business looking its best, creating a welcoming atmosphere for your customers. Call now for a free estimate. Delta Pest Control and Lawn Service, 751-7500.
Welcome back. We're beginning with a live look outside from our downtown camera. Nice conditions out there again. I promise you, I'm not just freeze framing the camera day after day after day. This is actually a live look outside. You can see the cars moving. 54, that's your temperature right now. We are actually cooler right now than we were yesterday at this time. Winds are light, reporting at just 3 miles per hour. But again, if you're up right against the Franklin or Oregon Mountains through Doña Ana and El Paso County, some breeziness still persisting, although winds are dying down with that cold front having weakened. Sunny outside, we'll continue with the sunny conditions and the warmer temps. We're now at 58 degrees in Las Cruces, 59 your temperature TRC, and the low 60s. Deming, Silver City, we're 59 degrees now Ruidoso. So we are just now hitting some of our forecast highs already, meaning a couple spots may actually warm up a little bit above where we were expecting. Still, though, most of us slightly cooler than yesterday thanks to that front. On your regional wind speed map, winds are at 10 miles per hour Ruidoso and 16 Guadalupe Pass. Lighter winds 5 miles per hour Las Cruces TRC, and those winds throughout the next few days are not going to be a major issue. They should remain fairly calm. On your future track model, we're clear outside 1 o'clock in the afternoon through to 7 p.m. this evening. Those clear conditions lasting overnight and to start off your Friday 7 a.m. Now Friday, things start warming back up. That ridge is taking place over us, and as we roll through to 7, notice not a cloud in sight across the map, meaning temperatures can start to soar again right back to the 70s. Overnight into your Saturday morning, same thing. Clear skies to start off Saturday means Saturday will warm even more. Here's our 7-day raincast. So as we just pointed out, no chance of rain the next few days of your forecast. Actually, we stay dry your next work week too. That is until Wednesday. Next Wednesday, it's looking like the next storm system will track into place, and with it will bring a 20% chance of rain. Now, this is fairly far out at this point, so we may have to adjust that rain chance a tad as we get closer and our computer models continue to update. But for now, it is looking like by mid next week, we'll see our next chance of rain. Here's our forecast for today. 64 is the high we are calling for. We've got about 10 degrees more to go. Tonight, 38 is your forecast low temperature. Clear outside and winds dying down. Your sunset time does hit at 5:43. In Las Cruces, 65 is the forecast high for today. We are tracking that direction already, nearly at 60 this afternoon. Breezy outside, but winds again are already letting up. Sunny tonight, clear. 36 the forecast low, and with variable winds 5 to 10 miles per hour tonight, we may feel a bit cooler. We're talking wind chill temperatures right around freezing in Las Cruces. Today, your temperatures warmer the farther that you do track to the west, in the 60s, mid to upper. As we move to the higher elevations, we're mostly in the 50s, and then as we move over West Texas, notice we're in the low 50s to mid 50s. Coolest there thanks to this morning freezing fog and the cold front keeping cooler air in place. Tonight, here are your temperatures. We'll be below freezing the Pass and Van Horn at 36 Sierra Blanca, 33 Cloudcroft, and 34 in Deming. Clear skies throughout most of the area, mostly clear over some of the higher elevations. And here is our 7-day forecast. 71 is the warm-up we start with on your Friday. Then we move to 74 Saturday. That's our peak, but we're still warm at 73 Sunday, Monday, and 72 Tuesday. The next cool down is gradual with that chance of rain on your Wednesday. We'll be right back.
We'll give you the sales tax at New Deal Furniture. New items arriving daily. Save the sales tax plus an additional 5% on anything in store. Not enough? Up to 24 months interest free or extra savings on cash purchases. New Deal Furniture.
Different doesn't come along every day. And when it comes to health insurance, different is almost impossible to find. Until today. We're New Mexico Health Connections, and we are different. Refreshingly different. How? We're about people, not profits. So the money we make goes to lowering premiums and improving benefits for our members. And our growing network of more than 6,000 providers gives you access to quality physicians and hospitals for less. Yeah, different isn't for everyone. Just those who prefer quality coverage for less money.
If I got hurt in a car wreck, I know my car repairs would add up quick.
If I got hurt in a car wreck, I know I need help fast.
Get hurt in a car wreck, need help quick and fast? Call me now. I'm Attorney Brian Longcar, the Strong Arm. We'll get to work for you the minute you call to get you everything you deserve.
I know I'm gonna call, because I'll get help quick.
I know I'll call, because I'll get the help I need fast.
If I get hurt in a car wreck, I'm calling Brian Longcar, because I'll get everything I deserve.
For quick and fast, call me.
3 simple reasons to shop at Rudolph Chevrolet. Big selection, low prices, and great service. Come visit us at Rudolph Chevrolet. We're at I-10 and Red Road.
Why choose Vista College to help you get out of that dead-end job? First, it gives you the real-world hands-on training employers want most. Second, it's flexible. Classes are available day or night and even online. Third, it's personal. You are not a number here. Class sizes are small, courses are fast, so you get the individual attention you need to succeed. Plus, it's fun. Call or log on to get started with your new life.
We'll give you the sales tax at New Deal Furniture. New items arriving daily. Save the sales tax plus an additional 5% on anything in store. Not enough? Up to 24 months interest-free or extra savings on cash purchases. New Deal Furniture.
The maquila and warehousing industries have been very good to Santa Teresa.
We've gone from 800,000 square foot of empty space out here to our last 8,000 square feet available.
There's plenty of room to grow, but there's a problem.
We need to get some more developers to come in and build buildings that we can put companies in.
ABC 7's Andrew J. Polk looks into Santa Teresa's growing pains. Tonight on ABC 7 at 10, after an all-new How to Get Away with Murder.
Welcome back to ABC 7 at noon. With us today, some very special guests here in our studio. We have Louise Galthorpe, and you are part of the Beta Sigma Phi
yes.
organization.
Yes, ma'am.
And we are talking about the luncheon, your annual luncheon, and that's why you're here as well, Jackie Morgan Tomko, because you are the honoree for this year.
Yes.
Well, Louise, first, if you can just start by telling us about Beta Sigma Phi and the role that it's played here in El Paso.
Well, Beta Sigma Phi is not an academic. It is for a social, and we also do a lot of good deeds, support a lot of things in town. But in 1946, we started this First Lady of Beta Sigma Phi in El Paso. I mean, I can't believe that 70 years have passed since we did this, so it's great. So Jackie's our Person of the Year for this year, and she was so kind and so gracious to accept the honor because she's worked real hard. We appreciate everything she does for the city.
And Jackie, just tell us your reaction to being honored this year and what you think about it.
Well, I'm just terribly flattered, and I feel so honored. You know, there are so many amazing, wonderful women in our city, and I know that there are so many deserving people, so I really am just very, very flattered to receive this honor.
And Louise, you have to tell us, why was Jackie honored this year? Why was she chosen this year?
Well, Jackie is a retired school teacher. She is so active in many things in El Paso. The flag, for one instance, one of our big flag out in Northeast El Paso, which is really an outstanding thing for us. And then also she's president of our Women's Club this year. So that and many other things. I think she's Rotary and a little bit of everything.
The list goes on and on, right?
It does.
Just tell us what inspires you to be so active and so involved in the community.
Well, you know, I love to be with people. I love to work with people, and I think it's just a real honor and something that we should always consider to trying to make our city a better place and to enhance the lives of people here in our city. And I am a Rotarian, and so I like to live with the slogan that the Rotarians honor, service above self.
All right, well, you know, El Paso is lucky to have a citizen like you, you know, giving back to the community for so long. So you'll be honored. It's coming up on February 7th. We have the information. It's the First Lady Luncheon hosted by Beta Sigma Phi. That's Saturday, February 7th. It starts at 11 a.m. and it's at the Women's Club located at 1400 North Mesa. It is $22 per person. And we do have a number there on your screen as well if you need any more information. That's 565-0737.
And we do have a few more reservations that are available.
So those tickets are running out, right?
Yes, well, they're up there, but we'd love to have more people.
All right, that's great.
Thank you so much, Denise.
Thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it. And we're back after the break with more news.
wedding day is one of the happiest days of your life, but the reality is that a good marriage takes a lot of work. The stress of raising children, maintaining a career, and finances can slowly tear a family apart. The El Paso Center for Children's Home is a free support program to help married couples improve family relationships and ensure that children grow up in a stable, secure environment. The home program offers communication and parenting skills workshops, support groups, and assistance with childcare. Call the El Paso Center for Children's Home to register for this free program. Strengthen your marriage and live a happy life.
We're building a better world at Time Warner Cable.
How about a movie?
And we know finding what you want to watch can sometimes feel like this. So we invented this. Now you can click the On Demand button to browse our library of 19,000 movies and shows better with our simplified On Demand channel. Whatever you're passionate about, Time Warner Cable invents better ways to love it even more. Get our new On Demand, free with your Time Warner Cable subscription. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
It's Mattress Firm's President's Day Coupon Sale Preview. Get a sneak peek and get coupon savings of up to $500 on all the best brands, like Sealy Posturepedic mattress sets. Save $100 off our everyday low price, plus take an additional $200 off. Final price just $398.99. And sleep interest-free until 2018. Plus, save even more when you hashtag Sleep Happy. Only Mattress Firm guarantees our low price or your mattress is free. So don't miss Mattress Firm's President's Day Coupon Sale Preview.
Constantly searching for the area's cheapest gas prices. The ABC7 Pump Patrol. The cheapest gas prices on KVIA.com.
Damon, Elena, please tell everyone that I'm sorry. Bonnie is going to kill herself.
There's a witch over there we'd like to save.
If I can get through to her, we save her life. If not,
Come on! What is happening?
dead means dead.
Tonight at 7 on the El Paso Las Cruces CW.
Cousin, there is a lot of history between their family and ours.
Sebastian is now responsible for our brother's death. Rain.
Tonight at 8 on the El Paso Las Cruces CW.
Some high school athletes are waking up today knowing where they're headed next semester. It was National Signing Day, and it was a big day for UTEP. UTEP signed 22 players, 5 of them right here from the borderland. The 5 are MJ McFarland, who transferred from Texas but attended El Dorado High School, America's offensive lineman Marcos Lujan, Eastwood offensive lineman Greg Long, Mayfield quarterback Kavika Johnson, and Eastlake defensive lineman Chris Barnwell. NMSU also had a nice day of recruiting as well. They now have 80 scholarship players on their team. It's the first time in 10 years they've had that many. The most notable player on the list is receiver Isaiah McIntyre. He injured his knee last season, but NMSU still decided to give him a scholarship. And for the full list of our recruits, you can visit our website at KVIA.com. And here's another look at some other local players who signed yesterday. Andress wide receiver Rashad Still is headed north to play in the Big Ten at Minnesota. He says he's looking forward to playing Ohio State and to see how he matches up. Eastwood's Andrew Cole is headed to Tarleton State, but as I just mentioned, his teammate Greg Long is staying home. Long signed with the UTEP. And Franklin High School quarterback Baylor Romney is on his way to Nevada. Running back Nick Bingham is going to Texas State. And last but not least, Del Valle quarterback Steven Montez signed to play for Colorado. Scout.com has him ranked as the number 12 quarterback in the state of Texas. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more news after the break.
During the President's Day sale at Furniture Row, get a free $500 Apple gift card with select room groups, 4 years no interest, 20% off all rugs, lighting, and home decor, and much more. The President's Day sale, on now at Furniture Row.
If you've wanted a career in construction, then Vista College has a diploma built with you in mind. In just 40 weeks, you can receive your diploma in construction technology. As a graduate, you will be prepared to work right away as a framer, drywall installer, tile worker, construction site team member, and more. You will study building codes, layout, framing, interpreting construction drawings, installing wiring, and even learn the fundamental concepts of sustainable design. Jumpstart your construction career. Call or log on to vistacollege.edu now for details.
Some conversations are harder to have than others, like talking to aging parents about leaving the home they now struggle to maintain and moving somewhere they could get more out of life. In fact, how do you even bring the subject up? Good Samaritan Society can help you and your parents have that discussion and make it easier to really talk things over.
I'm Robin.
And I'm Chris. And according to Mama, we're brothers.
clearly. At a firehouse table just like this, we learned about the tradition of great food and lots of it.
From the start, every Firehouse sub has honored our firefighter roots.
That's right. Take the hook and ladder sub, loaded with turkey, honey ham, Monterey Jack, steam heated. It's the sub that started the fire.
And now, the light version, only $5.49, just 450 calories. Perfect for you, Robin.
Why are you looking at me?
Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen.
My husband was in an accident and the medical bills were just piling up. I couldn't handle the stress myself anymore. So I called Harmonson Law Firm and he handled everything. Clark is amazing and I would recommend him to anyone.
Harmonson Law Firm, serving El Paso and Las Cruces.
During the President's Day sale at Denver Mattress, save big on our Factory Direct Special Summit Queen mattress, now just $199, and save up to $200 on select Tempur-Pedic mattress sets. Better tomorrow, start tonight at Denver Mattress.
Welcome back. Let's get you caught up on the news that is developing now. Luke, take it away.
I guess I'll take it away. El Paso Sheriff's deputies arrested Ray Chavez at his home this morning. The former parks manager for El Paso County is charged in connection with alleged thefts at Escalante Park. He's now charged with theft by a public servant over $20,000 and under $100,000. According to the complaint affidavit obtained by the ABC7 I-team, the sheriff's office conducted an undercover investigation after Commissioner Carlos Leon alerted the sheriff's office to possible theft at the county park. Ray Chavez was placed on paid administrative leave in December and was fired by the county on January 15, 2015. And we are also working to get more information on why El Paso County Tax Assessor Victor Flores resigned. County officials just confirming to us he stepped down today. We do have a crew at the county courthouse right now working to get those details, so be sure to stay with us, ABC7 on air and online at KVIA.com. That's still me. Okay, we have more breaking news at this hour. Shots fired at the University of South Carolina. The school issued 2 alerts through its emergency system and Twitter, urging students and staff to remain indoors. No word yet on injuries or possible suspects.
And now for a look at news from the world of cutting-edge technology, we go out to the ABC studios in New York.
Hello everybody. In today's Tech Bites, Twitter and Google have reportedly struck a deal to make tweets more searchable.
Sources say Google will have instant access to tweets, making them visible in search results as soon as they're posted. That's expected to drive more traffic to Twitter.
Well, Apple wants to take on Spotify with its own streaming music service.
An online report claims that the company will unveil the new service powered by Beats Music at its conference in June. It's expected to cost $8 per month. And a new survey from Match.com finds that single people who use those smiley faces or emojis have more sex than those who don't use them.
Okay, researchers think that this may be because those little faces like the wink, the smile, the kiss, those can make your message a little more flirtatious, right? Without it actually being graphic, so you don't have to talk dirty necessarily to get your point across.
Miss the old-fashioned days when you just asked a person on a date.
Oh, that's long gone.
Those are your Tech Bites.
Well, we can use a lot of happy faces, right, for that 7-day.
Yes, a bunch of and a thumbs up, the thumbs up one too. 64 degrees, that's your temperature this afternoon. We're going to warm up quite a bit by Friday, 71 degrees, or 74 Saturday, 73 Sunday. The question is, what will we all be doing outside this weekend? Because it is a weekend to get outdoors.
It is.
Wearing shorts and flip-flops.
I like your style.
You're just looking forward to that.
I am extremely excited
all right,
about
well,
that.
thank you for that, Crystal, and thanks for being with us here on ABC7 at noon.
We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Visit us